woman with a blue outfit on with red hair. Don't forget to say, don't forget to say.
Those aren't good to wear to meetings.
Oh.
You know, meetings.
Because I'm looking at a man trying to talk to me.
What is that?
I am.
What is that? AI glasses? AI?
They record all this stuff here.
Oh, you search?
Yeah, I'm not recording that thing. I'm not
Oh,
recording.
no, I know you ain't listen to me. I'm just saying, but people feel uncomfortable.
People start looking at you right now, like,
Yeah.
So if it starts recording, a red blinking thing comes up.
It's illegal.
Show me.
They is. You gotta hit the sign.
Show me how it works.
Hey, man. Start recording.
What's going on?
You
Oh,
feel like-
late.
I gotta let you know because it's against the law to record if you're not aware of it.
Okay.
They matter record this book.
And you can record that.
But these are reading glasses, right? But you can do it with the sunglasses too.
Yeah. Yep. Transition.
Oh, okay.
You can afford it. Rich man, you can afford it. He can't afford
Where'd you get it from?
it. I got it from New Vision Optical.
Oh, okay.
New Vision.
No, I see the red. Yeah, the white.
I had to. Okay, madam. Stop recording.
Where do you watch it?
Yeah.
Where do you watch it? I mean, is it?
All right, ready?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Committee on Public Services. Madam Clerk,
Commissioner Kenlock.
Here.
Commissioner Clemente.
I think Joe.
oh, okay. Can you, all on your tablet? Okay, mine's not working, so you can do your,
Commissioner Baydoun.
there you go.
Here.
Commissioner Palomero. Chairman Recchi.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Okay, thank you. Next item.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I just want DPS, thanks for everything you're doing with all the snow this week. Appreciate you, all of you.
Florida.
Next item.
C, approval of the January 13th, 2026 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Here we have an approval and support. Any changes, comments? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
All right, next.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding the November 2025 report of all complaint calls made to 1-888 road crew.
Okay, this is for November. Any comments, questions? All right, next item.
Item 2, requesting commission approval of a 3-year intergovernmental agreement with 2 5-year options to renew with the city of Westland for the right of access and entry to Vinoy Dorsey Park for the purpose of constructing and installing a monument in Rosie the Riveter sculpture intended to provide symbols that reflect the history of the neighborhood.
Okay, thank you. Anyone, Elizabeth? Why don't you just tell us about what's going on with this? Kind of interesting.
Hi, Elizabeth Isler, Chief of Planning, Wayne County Parks. Yes, so this is intergovernmental agreement with the city of Westland. They got some ARPA funding to do Rosie the Riveter sculpture. We've been working with the Norway community and Jefferson Barnes, which is near Vinoy Dorsey Park, on a number of initiatives, and they asked if they could, we could work together and the sculpture would end up in Vinoy Dorsey Park. And so we also have some ARPA funding that we've put into the park that's going to have, so the sculpture will be in a plaza. We'll also are adding parking and trails down into the park from Jefferson Barnes. We're putting an outdoor gym down there, but we're doing kind of a number of initiatives with them. And this is just an agreement that, we're letting them build the sculpture in our park, which we want.
And they're paying for the
Yeah.
sculpture.
Yeah,
everything
they're
like that.
funding it and yeah, taking care of it. So, yeah.
Okay. Have you seen drawings or anything?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's some so it's more of a modern take of a plane. The Nordine brothers are doing it. They've done sculptures around Detroit. They did the sculpture in the Fort Street Bridge Park, if you've ever seen that. But yeah, so it's kind of an homage to airplanes it actually looks more like a paper plane. It's kind of like a, folded plane. It's cool. So it'll be
Great.
nice.
Okay, any
Yep.
questions or comments? Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. All right, next item.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of a 2-year contract with 2 one-year options to renew with 313 Batteries, Inc., DBA Batteries Plus, for the purchase of various automotive batteries.
Hey, someone here on this? Good morning.
Good morning, Eric Ludwig, Assistant Division Director for DPS Equipment.
Okay.
With approval of this contract, this will go ahead and allow us to go ahead and purchase our batteries that we use on all of our equipment, from lawnmowers, regular vehicles, all the way up to our snow fighting equipment.
Yeah, we have quite the list.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
So yeah, that will go ahead and just allow us to go ahead and continue keeping the equipment going and all that. So.
go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, Eric. Good morning. Through the chair, I just had a question. I know it, so we don't know how many. This is kind of open-ended, not knowing how many. I think there were a couple of questions under the preliminary concerns for what type, and I saw a chart for that, but we don't yet know how many we're purchasing under this.
Okay, it's hard to narrow down just based on what failure we may have with it. With the cold, it really does them in. Including if the vehicle has not been ran for a little while. So it may not take a jump start, so we may have to just go right out and replace the batteries. So it's really hard to narrow down exactly how many we would use. It's just based on weather circumstances, age of the equipment, if it may have any other issues that may be affecting the electrical system.
So
So
is it a up to? So for instance, up to so many under this action item, so to speak, and then a addendum would need to come forward if it exceeds this financial amount.
once we start hitting the max amount allowed on the contract, then we
come
would have to come back and
Okay.
do it. But we'll try to, stay ahead of the game, and hopefully the weather will break and help us out.
And there's no inventory, right? So we don't purchase more than we need just to have them
Right,
there?
right, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Bet the batteries are getting their workout this week.
Oh, they are, yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
not good. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next item.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to an 18-month agreement with a 3-month option to renew with Pamar Enterprises to remove and replace the sidewalk, wooden safety fence, storm sewer structure, and culvert for the Merriman Sanitary Sewer Project in Hines Park.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Patrick Cullen, Environmental Services Division Director. This is a relatively small amendment to a previously approved contract for a sanitary sewer relocation project in the city of Westland. The Commissioners may recall there was a lengthy road closure in Westland related to the bridge reconstruction. This sewer relocation is going to avoid that problem moving forward. The amendment is to remove and replace the sidewalk along Hawthorne Drive, which is the drive you enter when you enter the Light Fest. Repair a wooden safety fence, a small culvert, and a storm sewer structure. These items were not part of the original design and scope of work, and so these are an add-on at the end.
It's a drop in the bucket compared to the.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, Commissioner Peterson, Mayberry?
Thank you. Through the chair. Thanks, Pat. I do have one question on the Xylem, maybe that's how it's pronounced. Xylem. Yeah, dewatering solutions. I know they're not a subcontractor, and so we're just getting equipment from them. But were they competitively bidded out for what they're providing? I know there were a couple of companies, and this one's in New Jersey, but there were a couple of companies that were even closer to us here.
Yeah, I thought that Xylem was a subcontractor on this contract.
Yeah, it stated, one of the questions asked about it, and it says that they weren't a subcontractor. We were literally just getting, they wouldn't be on site. We were just getting equipment from them.
Oh, so yeah, so they're getting certain equipment. One of the things that has to happen in this particular project is because we're shutting sanitary flow down from the sewer, we have to set up a temporary bypass
Mhm.
structure, which is we close a pipe out, we put a pump in, and we go above ground and run an above ground pipe
Wow.
to bypass the sewer.
Mhm.
And I know Xylem has done work for us previously and has done work in the area previously
Okay.
as well. They do provide specialty equipment in this
Okay.
on this front,
Mhm.
and I think that's why they're being utilized by this contractor
Okay.
for this equipment.
Yeah, I did a little research on them, and I know that they do. They have a lot of international work that they do as well. So,
Yeah.
but they do have some specialty pieces. I just didn't know if we
Yeah,
had.
and I think they actually bought out a local company.
Okay.
And I can't recall what their name was,
They
but
might be even more
they were
local.
they were local. There was a different local company that did this work
Okay.
that they were bought out by this
Can you send that to
larger.
me when you get a chance?
I sure
Thank
will.
you so much. Thanks, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else? Sorry. Oh, go ahead. Thank you. All right, next item.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation for road improvements along Dix Avenue from Rouge River to Miller Road in the city of Dearborn.
Hey, good morning. Can you, bring the mic a little closer?
Good morning, Commissioners. Alan Coe, I'm the Assistant Division Director of Engineering.
So tell us about this project.
This project is, again, is a MDOT contract. It's a road improvement along Dix Avenue from Roots to Miller. It's about 0.24 miles road improvement. So the construction cost is about 3.2 and
0.24 miles?
3.2.
Oh, 3 point, no, I mean, how long is?
0.24 mile, 0.24, so quarter of a mile.
Wow.
Quarter of a mile.
Okay,
So the construction cost is about 3.2, and MDOT is providing 2.6 million. And between county and the city of Dearborn, we're contributing about 292,000.
Yeah.
So again, these are 50-50 share between us and Dearborn, city of Dearborn.
okay, yep.
Construction is going to start, or anticipating to start in summer, and we hope it's going to be done or complete by fall.
Right on. All right. Great. Commissioner Baydun, did you have some?
Thank you, Madam Chair. That was my question. So you start in the summer and the anticipation by the fall, but it says this approval is through September 30th of 2030 for the same contract?
Yes. Normally the contract is for 3 years.
Okay.
So because they still have, when the project is complete, they're still closing documents that needs to be done, and so that's the typical agreement, 3 years.
Okay, so very important point. The Miller Road Bridge is supposed to be completed, I believe, in June of this year. We just want to make sure that we don't create another traffic nightmare for the residents of the south end of Dearborn. Is this going to start right after the reopening of Miller Bridge?
Again, the process, MDOT letting is in March. So we don't really know exactly when they're going to award the actual contract. As soon as we find out the exact date, then we're going to schedule the project, and we'll take that consideration too in scheduling the start of the project.
Yeah, please make sure, because it's right now, there's only one route to the south end of Dearborn, which is from Wyoming. And if they're gonna shut down Dix for that small stretch from Miller to the Rouge, I mean, that's gonna be creating a nightmare for the residents there. They're already complaining about the traffic. If we can make sure that this happens after they reopen the Miller Bridge.
We will make sure that it's going to be a minimum impact to the public when we start the construction.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and Sammy is on Zoom and would like to participate. Sammy?
Yeah, good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
That was our main concern. So we're gonna do a lot of coordination that this project would not start until the bridge is open to traffic, and make sure Ford Motor Company is the main player there. We're not gonna close the road on them. So that's, we're hoping to do this as quick as possible with the minimum disruption for operation. So our goal is to finish by the end of this year, putting all the concrete, and there will be some restorations. Obviously, it's all weather dependent.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Any other questions? All right, thank you. All right, next item, onto the addenda.
Moving to the addenda, item 6, requesting commission approval of Amendment 1 to a 3-year professional services contract with 3 one-year options to renew with Mark Chevrolet, to assign a name change to Gowling Chevrolet, and to continue to provide original equipment, manufacture general motor parts, and repairs for cars, vans, and light-duty trucks.
Okay, so this is just a name change, right? Michelle's, yeah, so is everybody all right with that? Any questions? Okay, next item.
Item 7, requesting commission approval of a 3-year contract with the 1-year option to renew with Baker and Associates for professional engineering services for preliminary engineering of the Pennsylvania road grade separation in the city of Romulus and Huron Township.
Okay, go. Hello again.
Good morning again, Alan Cole. I'm the Assistant Division Director of Engineering.
Okay, tell us about this.
Okay, this project pertains to the preliminary design, engineering design for the Pennsylvania Road grade separation project. Aerotropolis applied for funding for this, and they were able to secure a funding of 865,000. The township, Huron Township, is going to contribute 76,000, and the city also going to contribute 76,000. So
who's the third one?
Pardon me?
The city.
Yes, the city. Your city of Romulus is also going to contribute 76,000. So this is just a preliminary engineering that they're going to do for this project.
Questions on this? Go ahead, Commissioner Clemente.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So this is just the start of looking at a grade separation here. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct. They were gonna do some survey. They're gonna do environmental study, and so it's just basically preliminary. It's not the full blown design, but it's just the start of the process.
Because we're way into the process in Woodhaven, and this is kind of the same type of thing we're looking at.
That's correct.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
And Wayne County doesn't. We don't have any contribution for this project. All we have to do is just facilitate the contracts.
Okay, we have Sammy again on Zoom.
Yeah,
Can you hear?
Chair, good morning, everybody. I just want to add to what Alan said. This is basically what happened a few years back because of Aerotropolis. They're concerned about, attracting developers to improve the area around the airport, Water Airport and DTW. So they applied for a grant to build an overpass, if you want to call it, not underpass, bridge. And at the same time, they want to also pave Pennsylvania Road from Vining to the I-275. They applied for a grant from federal government. They came a little short. They gave them some heads up what you need to do in order to have a successful grant application. So based on the recommendations from Federal Highway Administration, so they decided to hire a company, a consulting company with experience to kind of like fulfill most of the requirements that Federal Highway Administration asked for. So we do have about $850,000 congressional earmark from Congresswoman Debbie Dingell's office. And we have the two communities of Huron Township and City of Romulus committed to equal support of this project. So that's where we at. So right now, we're looking to hire a consultant to do this study, the EA study, some topographic survey, and do some environmental DNR request. So this way they can, travelers will have a good rate package. So when they apply for another grant, they will be successful.
Okay. Any questions on that? Thank you for being
thank you.
here. I just have a question to our council. There was concern about the liquidated damages provision removed from this contract. Do you have anything else to say on that?
Through the chair, so over the last, I'm gonna say 2 years, maybe 1.5 years, we've had some conversations back and forth with Corporation Counsel regarding the need for liquidated damages. And I would say that they've sort of changed their standards. With regards to this specific contract, I believe this was something that was negotiated, as you see from the response. Not sure why it was negotiated out. But we did not do that negotiation. I'm just bringing it to your attention. I don't know if the department or Corp Counsel have anything to say about it. It's unusual, to say you negotiated out because of their performance, I believe is what it said. But that was something they negotiated in order to get the contract where they thought it needed to be.
Okay. Great, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
There you go.
Nellie Lee, Assistant Corporation Counsel. This contract, the nature of the services are professional engineering services. They advise and do design work, but they're not in Sammy and Mr. Allen Coe, if you're on the line, please correct me if I'm wrong as to the nature of the services. But as I understand it, those services are not on a timeline such as a construction schedule where damages can be ascertained very clearly and easily as to, lost time or profits and whatnot. This is more of the engineering consulting side of it. They're professional services. They're not identified with timelines other than, term but there's no kind of like benchmarks to calculate liquidated damages to. And the vendor did identify as much and talk to the department, and that's something that the department worked with the vendor on. So that is, we try not to, and we try to keep the liquidated damages intact on most of the contracts. Enforceability is another question. But for this contract, it was the nature of the services that didn't really align with timelines and benchmarks and milestones.
So we do a lot of engineering services contracts, and Baker and Associates done a lot. So are we getting rid of that for all of these engineering services, or are there going to be ones that it's important? It's just this project that you didn't feel like there was an importance with the timeline?
That is true. That's just this. It's more of the exception to remove liquidated damages or negotiate out liquidated damages. For the most part, the provision remains intact. For most of the contracts, you don't really see that they're removed.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm wondering through Commission Counsel, are there certain contracts that you're seeing this happen to, or across the board?
Through the chair, I believe the Corporation Counsel was doing a review of their contracts and the need for such language. I don't know if they've made a universal determination as of yet, but I know that they were specifically looking at it because if you recall, we've had some of this discussion about liquidated damages early last year. So I'll follow up, circle back with Corp Counsel to see if they've made a determination, because it'll be important for staff to also understand the rationale for why. And if there are any issues, I'll make sure that I advise commissioners.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Any questions? Or you have a question? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you have a question? Thanks. Okay. So this is the end of our agenda.
We have a motion by Commissioner Baidoon and support by Commissioner Clemente, and that is for item 1 for receive and file and items 2 through 7 for approval.
Okay, so please vote, and I am a yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Next item.
Moving back to the agenda, F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Okay, we have such other matters. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning, commissioners. How are you guys doing today in this
Good.
freezing weather?
Uh-huh.
We have an exigent contract coming before you for Detroit Salt. As you know, we've exceeded past seasons of salt events. And we're asking that this become before the chair for exigent approval so that we can purchase the 30% that is over the contract amount that we received. So we have an allotment of an additional 30% that we can receive off the My Deal contract with Detroit Salt Company.
So you're going to be asking this for full board?
Well, we're first going to ask that we receive exigent approval from the chair so that we can purchase the salt.
Okay.
Just an event that we have more snow events with the remaining salt that we have. We don't want to run out.
Yep.
So we just want to make sure that we have it. But I believe, and Felicia, can you correct me if I'm wrong, that once an exigent is approved by the chair, it still comes to committee, or does it go to full board?
So through the chair, for health and safety reasons,
Yes.
the chair could grant exigent approval, authorize the department and the administration to proceed. That contract, even though will be executed and purchased, will eventually make its way through committee for approval.
Okay, so it comes to committee. Okay,
Yes.
sounds good. Any questions on this?
I have a question.
Sure.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday with all the amount of snow that we have received. In the prior years, Michelle, did we have extra salt that was stored somewhere in our facilities that we didn't use?
Well, from past the last season, we tried to fill our domes up as capacity.
Okay.
We used the prior year contract and whatever salt that was left over, we tried to purchase and just make sure that we were full before this season. So right now we've used about half of what is in our domes. And we purchased, I believe it was 79,500 tons of salt this year. And we're asking for an additional 23,000 tons of salt. So yeah, we've already received, I think it was 33 inches of snow this year compared to 32 of all of last year.
So in other words, if we don't purchase right now, we could realistically run out of salt.
Yes,
Okay.
unfortunately. And that's what we don't want.
And the prices have gone up?
Never heard the end.
The price from last year, yes, has gone up from this year, but we still are paying the same rate for this contract. So like last year, it might have been 50 something, but this year is $60.85, I believe. And that's what we would be purchasing the 30% with, is that same rate.
I see. Okay, thank you.
That was my question, because I thought that what we did was we bought it at a locked-in rate, or we engaged at a lock-in rate.
Yes.
And that it would not change even if we need to purchase additional.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's the same. Okay,
Yes,
thank
it's the same rate. We just have that cushion of 30% that we can
That
utilize.
sounds good. Glad you're doing the cushion.
Yes. Okay, that's
Any
it.
other questions?
Thank
Okay, thank you. Thanks for letting us know this. All right, next item, Madam Clerk.
G, public comments.
Okay, is there any emails?
No emails were received.
Or anybody on Zoom?
There are no hands raised on Zoom.
All right. Anybody on the phone that would like to address the Committee on Public Services? Go ahead. All right. Anybody here in the room that would like to address the Committee on Public Services? All right. Seeing and hearing no one. Next item. Oh, go ahead, Commissioner.
Just a quick comment.
Sure.
I want to applaud the DPS and their crew for working diligently and really working very hard in the last few days. And we're blessed to have such talented group of people working for Wayne County. Thank you to all of you. Steve, Shay, Michelle, everyone involved. Thank you.
And this has been going on for weeks. I mean, they were pre-salting weeks ago, so for different things. So, yep, we appreciate it. All right. Do I have a motion to?
Move to adjourn.
Okay. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.